As someone who's been on the inside in multiple administrations, been on the Hill, been in the White House, we hear a lot these days from Democratic candidates on the left about AIPAC. It's become much more of a talking point. People are now willing to talk about the pro-Israel lobby in a way that they wouldn't talk about it years ago. How much did you see the influence of AIPAC and other pro-Israel groups on US policy when you were making US policy on the Middle East?
So again, I think it would be completely insane to deny the influence of money in politics and the role of lobbying groups, no doubt. And AIPAC is a very effective lobbying group. So what I've always said when I would meet with people who were on the other side and were upset, I said, you need to organize. You need to do exactly what AIPAC is doing. I mean, they don't have a secret sauce. They just do it very well. Of course, they have backers who are very wealthy, but there's no reason why they're not wealthy people who may believe, who have a different concept of the peace process between Israelis and Palestinians. So I think it's an important piece, but as I said earlier, I think that the habits of U.S. policy, whatever has been called the blob, the establishment, that starts with the notion that strategically the U.S. is better off by being close to Israel. It pays off militarily and intelligence-wise, and in fact, it doesn't really hurt American relations with our governments who continue to come to the U.S., even as the U.S. has shown its bias. There's a cultural side, just a greater affinity, knowledge of, and empathy for Israel and the Jewish people. And then there's a political calculus that one candidate after another has made and one administration after another has made. And, having worked in these administrations, and I've said this before, you don't really want to pick a fight, with Israel or with the issue of settlements when you think it's not really going to bring peace. It's not going to make a difference. And it's going to cost me a huge headache back home with my donors, with my constituents, and with elected officials who are all going to say, what the hell are you doing?